Hi everyone, welcome back to the Western Centurion channel and to layout update number 4. And I'll start over here. As you can see, it's looking near completion. I've got the triangular section in, that's all fitted down. I've repainted it again, particularly along for the plywood. I really am hoping that it's not going to get affected too much by damp. It's really cold in here this morning, I'll say that. My poor little nose is turning blue. But as I hope you'll agree, it's coming on quite well. You can still see the lines. I don't know if you can see it through here, but the lines that I put in previously, they're still showing through. I'll probably just highlight them again. Oh, it went out of focus then. But yes, nearly there. How exciting! Can't wait to start getting some track down. But it won't be this side of Christmas. That'll be a project in the new year. Hopefully when it gets a little bit warmer, and when I'm sure that any dampness in this garage isn't going to affect it. The last thing I want to do is get any track down and then for it to start warping and buckling and having to get it all back up again. But yeah, layout update number 4, the important bit. And here it is. The bridge that expands the gap which I have to leave for the door so we can get in and out. Basically, when I decided, or when I was in the process of designing it, the important part is the fact my wife has to be able to get in and out of the garage. That was the biggest priority for me. It either that or I'd come home one day and find it's been cut in half with a chainsaw. Don't want that to happen, so I had to make that my biggest priority. And in this, I hope I have, and I think that when I've actually finished it, she'll be able to open and close it herself. But yeah, this is only the prototype. Believe it or not, I knocked it up in around about 20 minutes. 20 minutes, half an hour. And it's just to see if it would work, if the idea was feasible. And I'm pleased to say it is, and I am really happy with it. The first thing are the hinges. These are made out of some aluminium, which I got out of the skip at work. I've got a special, where the bolt is in here, I've got a special bush in there. I can't remember what it's called, but they're supposed to be self-lubricating. But it also means that the hinge itself isn't going to be rubbing on the bolt. So it should last a long time, and I shouldn't have any worries about wear and tear on it. Got one at the other side, and I expect you're wondering what this polystyrene is there. Well, I put these down to mimic what it will be like when I've got the scenery on the layout. And part of my scenery will be some hillside either side here and the track running through the middle. And I'm hoping on this side I'll have a raised or elevated track as well. So obviously it's very important that when I lift the bridge up, it will clear this, and these two sections won't hit and damage any scenery or trees I've got on there. So hence these hinges here will actually lift this baseboard high up over the top. So it should come up to about that high. If need be, I'll make bigger hinges if I need it higher. These blocks of wood are only there so I can mount the hinges for this trial on the prototype. The finished article I expect will have board that comes up here shaped to the shape of the hillside, and that will hide the hinges on the inside, or at least that's the plan. It's going to take a bit more solving and sorting things out. But the other thing I've done, which you can't see at the moment, is using some metal pins and springs. I've got a spring in here and a metal pin in here, so that when it's closed the pin goes into a hole, touches the spring and makes the circuit for the power. So that means I don't have to have wires linked from here to here, because it'll all be done through the pin or stud and the spring. And I'll come up with the same sort of solution this side, but I think it will be a case that when this goes down it will make the contact. I've got a couple of springs in there at the moment, but I'm not sure if that's going to be the final solution. I'm not too happy with it. I'll come up with something better than that. And the other thing I needed to do was this bridge had to be like a contact breaker, I suppose. So when the bridge is actually up, it'll break the power to the lines either side of the bridge, so that if I'm playing with any locos whilst the bridge is up, the last thing I want are the locos to run off and hit the floor. So I'll be designing a circuit breaker into the bridge at the same time, so when it's up certain parts of the track will have no power, and that when I put the bridge back down, that power will automatically be reconnected. Got an idea in my head. Have a look at that and I'll play about it another time and see how it goes. Okay, but what I'll do now, I'll have to get the tripod out and put the camera on the tripod, and then you'll be able to see the bridge in operation. Alright, so I'll be back in a mo. Bye bye. Right, welcome back everyone. Here we go. You ready? I'll put these little handles on there at the moment just to assist in the operation a bit. So I lift up. This section will fold down and meet together. As you can see on the hinge, it's lifting it up nicely. And we're getting that gap between the two. I've just had to put that block of wood there just to take the weight when it comes down. Obviously that won't be there permanently. I'll have some supports that will come up here, which will probably just swing up and swing down, so they're out of the way when they're not in use. So yeah, that's it. That's what it's like when it's up. We've got the access to the door, perfect. Then to put it back down again, just lift up. You can swing this one back out. I've got to locate those studs, they're in, and down it goes. Not bad for a prototype. It's a little bit of room for some improvement on it, but at least it works. Over the moon about that. That is another problem sorted, just needs a little bit of tweaking and fine tuning. So I'll lift it back up again. Down, and then I'll get the camera off the tripod and I'll show you the other little tricks I've done. Okay. Okay, so here we are. Right, bridge is up and out of the way, and what I wanted to show you is what I meant by the studs. One here or one there, got them wired up inside as well. Now these come down and locate into these holes. You see there's a spring in there, and I've got a spring in this side, and again wired up underneath. So this blue and this brown will be connected to the bus wire underneath, and these two will be connected to further wiring which will go along here and up to this section of the bridge. And the track on the top obviously will have dropper wires going through and connect to that wire. This is what I did on this side. It's not fixed in place properly yet, but yeah, I've got some springs in here and in there. I was going to do the same, is have some studs that went down inside, but that's going to make things a little bit trickier. So what I'll probably do is just put some copper plating onto here and copper plating on the underside of here, which will make that connection once it's down. Now the idea for well, make it into a circuit breaker as well is a little bit more complicated. I won't go into great detail now because I'll do that when I actually come to laying the track. But what the idea is that you isolate one side of the track with what do you call them, the fish plates, the plastic fish plates, or are they isolation fish plates? I don't know, but I'm sure you know what I mean. So you'd have, let's get this right, the positive side on this side of the track will have an insulation plate put in, so that will only be fed with power from this side and power from here. So when this is down, the positive will always have feed going around, but as soon as this comes up, then on this side it will lose that feed to the positive, so it will be a dead track, and any locomotives coming around here will automatically stop, obviously, when they get to it. Now on this side it'll be the negative side of the track which will have the insulation plate, which means that that will only get fed, or the section of track that's coming around here will only get fed with power from this side and on the bridge. So okay, when the bridge is down, you have continuous power all the way through the negative side and around the circuit. But as soon as that bridge comes up, it will break the power from this side, leaving this track dead. The same as that track dead on the positive side, this side the track will be dead on the negative side. So any locos or whatever's running down here, as soon as it hits that part of the track, it will stop. So that's my idea and thoughts on how to stop your locos from running off the layout when you've got the bridge up. I will obviously do the same when I come to doing this section over here. I think this is going to be even harder, but that I'll deal with next year, I think. Way too cold to be down here at the moment. But yeah, really I just wanted to show you that bridge and how I hopefully have solved the way of being able to lift it up so we can get in and out of the garage. Quite an important thing to be able to do. I hope you like it, and I'm looking forward to being able to show you the finish when it's done, and it's going to be great. Imagine when it's got the scenery on, it's got the track on. Fabulous. Can't wait to do that. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope it's given you some inspiration on ideas if you've come across the same problem for yourselves. And yeah, if you like the video, please hit the like button, and to continue seeing further updates, if you haven't already subscribed, then please do. Have a lovely weekend, and I'll see you again next weekend. Alright, take care. Bye bye.